I have some natural light. So I'm hoping it's going to show us better color on our fabrics. Let's see if it does. If not, we might have to close a blind. Just a minute. I think I had some, we were going to go through some Alison Glass, but I also found some flat folds that I thought we might go through and see if anybody may be interested in those. Simply because they're just already cut and folded, and we can go through them a little faster than if we start pulling out a bunch of bolts. But I am going to go ahead and start with Alison Glass. I'm going to start with the beetle print that she's kind of known for. Ugh, okay, can we get it in there? Can we get the 3 of them in there? I don't know if you can see it, but the colorways we have, this is a mustard yellow, and then of course it has the little beetle guy on it. This is an off-white. This one has purple on it, obviously, and then this one is the blue colorway. And I keep hitting the thing, so fun, fun, fun. But I thought we'd go ahead and just start with these, see if anybody likes them, and then we'll go into some flat folds. And we'll have a little bit of a different let's see. And these are all new, so they're actually from a quilt shop here. Okay, and these guys, they are going to start at $9 a yard. Let me make sure I get the right weight in here, and then we will get started. Sometimes it takes me a minute. And oh my lord, I didn't even populate the buy it now. What was I thinking? We'll have a lot of ribbons in the buy it now. I'm still adding some more. We had a lot of ribbon come in, and they're almost all Renaissance ribbons. So not like decorator weight, I think they're called. They're actually like craft type ribbons. They're Tula Pink. They're Cave. There's a lot from Moda in there now. So the Woodland Park line, those kind of things are all in there. We also still have the mystery bundle. So if any of you are interested in just getting a little mystery, sometimes, and it's only $5. And sometimes you end up with like some fat quarters, sometimes it's some yardage. A lot of times we can feel through the bag. So if we know that you're interested in a certain thing, I try to make sure, because sometimes I can feel it and tell that it's like ribbon. And if you bought ribbon, I make sure that you guys get the ribbon. But we're going to go ahead and start. Let's start with this blue one here on the bottom because it's the prettiest color. And see how bright that light is. Oh my. Let me see if I can. And it is that dark and bright of a blue, but I'll go ahead and run a yard of this. See if anybody wants to grab it. And it is running now. Like I said, this is Alison Glass. It's the Sun print lines from 2023. And then let's go to this one. So this is the same line, Sun print lines from 2023. Alison Glass is this one with the beetles on it, and it is a yellow, like a mustard yellow color. And then the little beetles are just a little bit of a darker. But if you look on the back of the beetle, he's actually got like a rainbow dots on his back, which is kind of cool. And that guy's running now. And we'll just go ahead and run that guy, see if anybody wants to grab it. And then we'll grab some of the flat folds and start with those. And then let's run this white one, see if anybody wants to grab it. And it is a white background, and then of course the beetles are like a lavender, and their little feet are that same kind of mustard yellowy color that the other stuff was.
So what I do is I get the bent pins, bent safety pins. They have like a little bend in the middle, and I lay it all out flat. You can use your floor, you can use a table or a bed. If you use the bed, sometimes you'll catch the fabric underneath. But I pin mine in sections, and then to be able to get it to move my machine.
Okay, let's do some flat folds.
It rolls and it'll fit through, but still be threaded.
So we're doing it by the yard. This particular piece I do have 2 yards of, so I'll run it twice. If the first yard sells, we'll run the second one. This particular one is called, let me get the thing out for you. This particular one is called Chelsea Garden by Moda. And I don't see anything else except that it's got the little quote on the, oh, those are so cute when they have the little quote. It says, with freedom, books, flowers, and the moon, who could not be happy? Oscar Wilde. So this is a kind of a mauvey red, and then the flowers are the same. And this is also running by the yard. Let me reset the price since this is a Moda. Let me. Okay, and this, like I said, it's running by the yard, so it's running now. If the first yard sells, we'll run the second one. So for those of you just jumping in, we are selling fabric by the yard. This is all brand new quilt shop quality fabric. This particular one was just a Moda. Next up, this one is a Free Spirit. And it is called Dance Moves from Free Spirit. And this one's got, it's kind of a brighter pink color, and then it's got kind of some black squirrels in it. So that one's running if anybody would like a yard of it.
You're getting excited. You're going to play with this too, aren't you?
Well, I think it's neat.
Okay, next up, we've got this one is called Glyphs. It is also a Free Spirit fabric. And like I said, I am selling by the yard, so you're going to get 1 yard for the price that you see, and that one should be running now. I do capped shipping, so no matter what you order, you'll never pay more than the $9.21 for shipping. And then if you, oops, hold on a second. Yeah, you'll never pay more than the $9.22 for shipping, and then all of our buyers get a buyer giveaway. So when I pack your orders, I usually just kind of grab a little something for everybody. Let me grab the next handful. So this is a Valerie Wells called The Gathering. It's also a Free Spirit. And if you can see here, this one actually has some stylized elephants on it. Let's see if we can see the elephant guy there. It's pretty good size. And the colorway on this is kind of, it's got a lot of the pinks and then a lot of the purples in them, if you can see that. Like I said, running them 1 yard at a time. So if the first yard sells, we'll sell a second. But this guy is Valerie Wells, and it's running now. All right, Nikki, we got you for a yard. And then I'm going to run the second yard in case anybody would like it.
A lot of people, well, like I do what's called stitch in the ditch. So, like if I made this quilt, I would just come back and do straight line stitching.
Is it? Do people not usually do sudden death? Because I'm not going to lie, I don't like sitting there waiting, like, as it keeps, like, resetting every time. I'm like, that's not efficient. Isn't that terrible? That's true. Maniac does. I've seen her do it. Next up is one called Game Day. The fabric is called Othello. So here it is on the, in case you're Selvage people like I am. And this is like it's all black and white, like straight black and white. And you can see kind of the repeating pattern there. So if you do any black and white quilts, this is a good one. And like I said, it is a free spirit. So that guy's running 7 for the yard. Next up, this one is a wax print. You know, I think they call them African prints too. But this one actually has some cool tigers on it. I don't know if you can see them there. And then I think that's like is that a leopard, the black one? Do you see them? And they're kind of hidden in here. I do have 2 yards of this, so I'll run the first yard if anybody takes it, and if not, I'll run the second. But you can kind of see the different cats in it. Hopefully you can see that little cat guy. But this guy's running now if anybody wants to grab a yard of it. If not, I have more. And we have a potpourri today, so.
I guess the place I was thinking of, Buttermilk Basin.
Yeah, that's over in that old fishing river building.
This is QT Fabrics. So this is a nice blender. I actually have a couple of these that, well, this one, and then I have the yellow with the black. We're going to start with the white with the black because it's just a nice blender. And that guy's running now.
Well, we were from Pine.
And you would need a yard of it. And it is QT Fabrics. I don't think it has a name on here. Oh, it's Ink and Arrow from QT.
Yeah.
Here's the yellow. It is. It's a good price for that. It's like way below MSRP. There's the better yellow. That's what color this fabric really is. The light was kind of bleaching it out a little bit. So this is the yellow that this is, and it's running now. And for those of you who haven't bought before, we do have a loyalty program. So after you buy your first item, you actually immediately get a 20% off discount. You're more than welcome to use that in the bin. So you can also get a discount off of that rotary cutter if you wanted it. Or anything else in the bin. It's just, I think, on your next purchase. So here we're going crazy. They took it away. You love gifting. This is a John Wayne. And it is a Riley Blake. That's actually who printed this. But if you're into John Wayne, this is obviously red with a dark red. So it's red on red. And then it just has some little John Wayne images on it. And keep in mind, this is in front of a window. So this is more of the color, what you're seeing like right in here. But it is a nice red, and it is John Wayne. So those of you who are John Wayne people, we gotcha. I only have a yard of this one, or at least in this group. So this is like a woven. I don't know if you could see the edges here. You can see how it's like a woven. And it is from Moda. It's made by Moda. And I'm not sure. It's kind of a light denim-y color. So bright in that window. That's more of the color that it is. It's just kind of a light denim. Very nice fabric, and it actually makes really nice borders. But it's running now. And keep in mind, these are usually anywhere from 13 to 16 a yard at a fabric store. We just got some flat folds that we can go through and get these off of the shelf. Next up is one called Field of Flowers, and it is also a Moda. It is basically blue. It's kind of a dark blue color. It's got some daisies. It's just got some really nice flowers on it. You're going to get 1 yard. And I'm going to go ahead and run that now. Julia, you're here today. Hi. Thank you. We got you down for a yard, and then we're going to run a second yard in case anybody wants it.
That'd be a good project.
Car 499. Your name doesn't sound familiar. Have you bought before? I didn't get the little thing that said you were new. But welcome either way. Let me see if I've got another yard of this one. I do. I have one more yard. So let's go ahead and run that, see if anybody wants to grab it. I believe it. Well, no, the one that's out there does not. We actually just got in the Tula Pink one. I haven't listed it out there yet, but I don't think the one that's out there that's in like a, it doesn't have a base on it. It's just like a little iron that you kind of set up on its end, like old school. So no, I don't think it has the base. But we did get in some Tula Pink irons that I think I'm going to be able to list at least a couple of them. So stand by for that listing. This is basic gray, and it says something about. Does that say Geogorum? I don't even know what that says. I don't know if you can read that. But this is a nice stripe. This would be a really cool border. This is a dark blue with a very light blue running through it. Let's see. There's a good color. I need to figure out how to just block the lower half of this. See, now it's too dark. It's not bad. So now you can kind of see it. This is actually what it looks like. So we're going to run this guy. And we have a couple yards. So if the first one sells, we'll run the next one. Okay, just showed me so many Bob Marley come in. That's funny. It's like we have a celebrity show today. Next up, here's another free spirit. It's a wild one. It's kind of wild. So this one has a lot of color to it. It is called Garden Delight from Free Spirit. It doesn't actually have a designer name. It just says it's Garden Spirit. But it is called Bliss too. So if that helps you decide if you want it. But it is a very bright, kind of a patchy fabric. It's got a bunch of different colors, very abstract. And it's from that Garden Delight line, and it's running now. Keep in mind, all these fabrics are from a quilt shop. I'm actually sitting in the quilt shop now. So they are kind of straight off the bolt. These were end bolts that were pulled off and put up for sale. Fabric King, you want 3 yards of this one? Oh yay, I have it. And since I'm the only one here, I'm going to go ahead and do where if you buy 4 yards of the same fabric, that if I have 4 yards of it, we'll take $1 off. So Fabric King, do you want to get 4 just so you can get the $1 off and get them for 6 a yard? Or do you just want to stick with the 3? Sweet. Well, I will run you a beautiful 4-yard cut. Give me just a second to do so. And it's going to say 1-yard cut, but I know it's 4. I don't want to change everything. So we have a 4-yard cut running for you now. And it should be going sudden death, so that way it'll go fast for everybody else. You are welcome. Next up, we have a blender, and it's called Thatched. I'm going to double check by checking. Yes. It is Thatched by Robin Pickens. This is a teal blue with a darker blue running through it. See how, oh, look how bright that is. Oh, that hurts my face. See, it gives a terrible. We all had this conversation that I needed to be back in this corner where I have a window so that I can show the true color of things. And instead, it's just kind of like brightening everything out. It's kind of annoying. But this is called Thatched Robin Pickens. Like I said, it is like a teal blue with a darker blue running through it. And that goes running now if anybody needs a yard of it. And if the first yard sells, we have more. Oh, that ran wrong. Thank you, so beachy. I've got some things to fix here. This is what happens when I get distracted. I'm very squirrel oriented, but I think you guys probably know that already for those who have been there. Squirrel. Okay, this guy is now running for just $7 for the yard, which is the correct price. Wronging wrong is my life story, I think. Minnesota Maggie, we've got you for a yard. I am going to run another yard just in case somebody else wants it, because we do have enough to share. Next. Okay. Adorable selvage. It's got bunnies. I had someone come in and call this the Batman fabric because it kind of looks. Anyway, that's just me entertaining myself. Let me see if I have any more information on the selvage. Molly Deal. How does that sound? Kim and Molly Deal. And it's called Modern Tyke. Oh, it's cute. And it is a Henry Glass is the actual maker. But it is just like repeated. I'm going to call them little Batman heads, but I'm sure they're supposed to be like something from a video game, if I had to guess. Because it's got these cool little. See them? But this is running, so if anybody's interested in that, and get you a yard. Okay, next we have an older one. It is Westminster Fibers, so that kind of tells those of you who have been around how old it is. It is Tina Givens from Westminster Fibers. Oh, here she is. So it's Tina Given, Westminster Fibers. It's called Crush. This is yellow, as you can tell, and the little blooms on it are red and white. So we'll run that guy, see if anybody wants. I don't think it's quite vintage, but it is an older fabric.
But it is sort of a little bit of geometry. So just remember that you're taking a quarter inch off of every side of your fabric. So when you sew. Another little trick is you should have a metal plate for your bobbin.
This is Moda. It is a red dot. I'm sure you can see it's a lighter red, and then the dots are in a darker red. The selvages, it's printed to the selvage. There's no selvage information on it. But we'll go ahead and run that, guys. It's kind of one of their blenders. If anybody needs a red with some darker red dots on it. Thank you, Maggie. We got you for a yard. And then we're going to run another yard because we have it.
That's what I got right there.
And then next I have a panel. And this is the zebra panel from Crayola. And I'm going to see if I can pull it up so you can see what it looks like, because I can't really give you a good idea of what it looks like when it's folded. But here she is folded up, and you can actually see the little crayons in it. But this is what it looks like unfolded. This particular person's selling it for $13.50. But we're just selling it for $7. So if anybody needs this panel, it's running now. Fabric King, you know I could count on you, sir.
Yeah, I was in Chicago and
I don't know if he was not, but it's like the creator for Mickey Mouse. I grew up in Marceline, Missouri, and
Okay. Next, this one looks like a thatched, but it's not. It's French General. And I can usually tell the French Generals because all of their selvages have some kind of little thing around the edge because they're French and they're fancy. Oui. But here's the actual selvage. It's French General, Moda Fabrics. Looks like it's cotton linen. It actually says here. It is super soft, like crazy, crazy soft. And it is kind of a denim blue color but then this is like a darker blue down here on the bottom. And that's right along the selvage. So that guy's running now if anybody needs him. And let me check real quick. There's a little more than 2 yards here. So since Deanne, welcome and thank you for your first purchase. Since Deanne got the first one, I am going to run the second one. And if it sells, I'll just fold it in half and split it between the two people that bought it.
it is high-end organic cotton. It's 100% organic.
And that way you should get just a little bit more. Or you get the whole piece if you get both.
That much more.
And Deanne, you will get the whole piece. Thank you very much. You're going to get about 2 1/4 yard, according to the rough sketch on there. So this one, this looks like, this is a ruby star. I can tell by the selvage. The line is called Water. And I don't know exactly which one this is because obviously they're not on the bolts anymore. But it is a dark blue. This is like a navy blue background, and then these little dots on it, the water dots, are just a brighter blue. Let's see if this doesn't. That helps a little bit, so you can see the real color. And it looks like there's a couple yards of it. So if anyone buys Fabric King, I'll just run it as 2 yard cut. I'll just run it as $14 as a 2 yard cut. Fabric King wants to grab it, cool. And if not, I can run it as singles. Okay, Fabric King, you get the whole piece. This feels like I don't know if linen's the right word, but I think these are called something stripe, like gingham stripes. But it is kind of an off-white color, and then these are obviously light blue. They would make the most darling binding. Let's see if I can find a name. Okay, it is Moda. Look at me ripping it apart trying to find the name. Here. Oh, what a cute name. It's called Blueberry Delight. Oh, that's so cute. It's by Bunny Hill Design. So if anybody needs,
The twin size would be
it's almost, it feels kind of linen-y to me for some reason. But it's not stretchy. It's not stretching really in either direction like cotton would. And then here's what the end looks like. So see how it's like a little different. But yeah, if you just need like a two-tone binding, we gotcha. But we'll just run this guy.
So if you have 12
And if somebody buys it, we'll run another yard. If not, we'll move on.
flat size.
Dan, gotcha for one. And then I'm going to run another yard. Yeah, Mary. This I think would be a really cool, like, is it the inside of the bag, the lining of the bag? But actually, you could pull it off for either way. Either way, we can make it work. Deanne, I think we got you for 2 yards of this guy. Oh, I don't know how much is here, but before I show it to you, let me measure it. This is a little more than a yard. It is a Ruby Star Woodland Park, so it's a newer line. And I think it was the last off of a bolt. But like you can see the selvage there, got the cool little animals on it. And this happens to be the one that's the blue colorway. So that guy's running if anybody needs it. So Peachy pulled it off. And like I said, it's a little more than a yard. You're just going to get the full piece. It's really hard to get yards to stay on a bolt. This is the last piece of carousel. It's the orange background, or at least the last piece off of that bolt. It is probably a little more than a half a yard. So I'm just gonna kind of update the pricing on it and just started at we'll just start it at 3. And see if anybody wants to grab this piece and take it off of our hands. And that should be running now. There we go. Oh, and here's another piece of. These are all stacked up here. Can't even see what's next. Okay, look what I found another one of. It was underneath that. So this is the same Woodland Park one that you just saw, but instead of being blue, it's pink. And let me see how much is here. It is barely short of a yard, like 2 inches probably short of a yard. But look at that selvage. How can you go wrong? And I'm just going to go ahead and run that again for the 3. And you guys can duke it out or get a deal, however it happens to work out. So Beachy, there you go. There you go. There you go. Next we have a paintbrush studio, but it's one of the more modern ones they have. It is slightly more than a yard. And it's the cool one with the birds. So I think every time I show this fabric, I have to tell you guys how much I love Sailor Jerry rum. Because this line is called Sailor Mary. See what they did there? But it's Carolyn Suzuki for Paintbrush Studios. And then it's got these cool selvages that have all the little like things that you would have as a tattoo. And I thought it was adorable. But it's a light blue background, and then it's got multicolored birds flying around on it. And the birds are red, kind of a brownish, caramel color and red. So anybody interested in this guy, let me get him to the right price and then we will run it. But it is just a bit more than a yard probably. And so if you want some Sailor Mary, because you can't have Sailor Jerry, we got you. Carol Jean, it's all yours. Thank you for not making me cut. You have no idea how happy I am when I don't have to cut. Next up, it's another paintbrush. But it's a little more than a yard. And I think I have this conversation every time I look at this. It's from their Animal Kingdom line, so it's got Animal Kingdom on and then it's got all the different animals. Anteater, platypus. I'm not sure. Not sure. What animal would you say this is, Mindy? I would thought anteater, platypus. I don't know.
Platypus because it's got a short sleeve.
Yeah, it could be a gopher for all I know. But anyway, if you need some animal print for an animal quilt, random animals, she's running now, and you're gonna get a little over a yard, and it is kind of a mint green on the background. Deanne. The bright side is it feels great, and I'm pretty sure it's a gopher now that I look at it. Or what's that other thing that digs up people's yards? Isn't that a gopher? Horse people, unite. So this is an Andover fabric. It is pink. I'm hoping it's reading pink. And then this little guy is in a gold color, but he's not like a metallic. He's just like a printed. But it's like the little head of the horse is just repeated throughout the fabric. Does it have a name? It's called Painted Pony. There it is. Andover Painted Pony. Does it have a created by Edita Sealar? Oh, she's the laundry basket lady. So this is one of her fabrics. Yeah, laundry basket quilts. It's such a classy fabric. Let me close that so you can actually see. It is a very light pink, like I said, and these are kind of a golden bronze colored heads. Price is the same though. It's running now if anybody needs a yard. And if the first yard sells, we'll sell another. Minnesota Maggie, we got you for a yard. And running another yard in case someone needs it. Okay, here we have. Someone wrote me a note. I love it when I get notes. This is Cinnamon Stars by Joanna Figueroa. This is an older fabric. This isn't like new, but we kind of found it when we were cleaning up. But it is called Cinnamon Stars. It's like a light cinnamon color, and then we've got some darker stars on it. We do have 3 yards of it, so I'll just run it a yard at a time. First one sells, we'll run the next. If not, we will move on. but it is Lisa Figueroa from Fig Tree Quilts, and it is a Moda. It's just an older Moda. I thought that one felt kind of stiff. There's like a board in the middle of it or something. That's why. I was like, this is the thickest fabric. Look, there's a little board in it. I think we tried to organize on boards and it didn't work out. So this is a Stoff fabric. Um, it is printed in Japan, and it is, does it have a name? It doesn't have a name, but it's a really cool Murano. You can see there's Murano. And look at it's like greens and kind of burgundy colors and some pinks. This would be perfect to bring together colors in a quilt. But here's the selvage. And it is designed in Denmark and printed in Japan, 100% cotton. But it's kind of cool. It's like pebbles or Murano glass, which is the name of it. I should have went with that as the description. But I do have multiple yards. If the first one sells, we can sell another. Deanne, thank you. And I think something popped up on my screen. Did you I couldn't read it. It went too fast. Maybe it said you had a coupon. I'm not sure. But if you do, make sure you hit the little crown and click redeem. And that way you can use your coupon on your next purchase. I think you have to do $9 though to use the coupon. I think that's how I set them up, because usually the fabrics are $9 a yard. We're just doing some cheap ones today. I shouldn't say cheap. They're the same fine fabrics. They're just a little less expensive because they're already cut. Another yard of this one's running in case Deanne or anyone else would like it. Oh, look at me. Clipping. I'm clipping. I'm following the rules. Next up, it's Figo, and it is also a Japanese fabric. Figo Fabrics. It's kind of one of the, what are those, like a blender for them, called Lucky Charms, and it has, close your eyes, make a wish on the selvage. It's so cute. It is black, and then it's got these cool like shooting stars all over it. 100% cotton because it says so. But this would be a great background fabric or blender fabric if you needed one. And we're just going to run that guy. We're starting at the same prices today because I don't want to change it. No one wants black fabric. This next one, it's a Lori Holt Be in My Bonnet. The line is called Prim. I have like a yard and 32 inches of this one, so a yard and 3/4. I'm just going to sell it as the yard, and then you're just going to get the whole piece. So you're going to get almost 2 yards, and we'll go ahead and run that now. If anybody wants it. Millinette. Okay. I want to call you Milan, but I don't know if that's really Millanette. Well, anyway, you get it all, my friend. It'll be coming your way. Coming to a mailbox near you. And that is good. Okay, thank you. So this is an orange denim patchwork. It's a cheater. And it's not like orange. It's actually more of a burnt orange, but it's got these brown patches in it. And this looks like, see how it looks like there's little stitching? It's not. It's just printed on the fabric. It's all flat. Let me see if I can find the selvage in here and see what brand this is, because this is really cute. Ooh, I found this selvage and I don't think there's a name. It's printed right to the edge. But it does look like there's 3 yards of it, and it looks like a kind of an orange. I think it's like an orange denim. or a burnt orange denim. And I'll just do it by the yard. Oh, Fabric King wants all. Okay, if nobody grabs this yard, Fabric King will grab it, and then I'll run the other two together. That way we can keep the transactions to a minimum. And then I'm going to do one for 2 yards, just so that we can have that easier for you and me. Okay, coming to a home near you.
Yes.
I know I'm random today, so I hope that doesn't bother anybody. If there's certain brands that you want to see, I can see what I can grab. This one is called On the Road Again. It is Katie Duchette, and it is a Wilmington, and it is just adorable. It's gray, and then it's got these colored flags on it. That would make a really cute, I think it'd make a cute border, and then it'd be kind of cute in the middle of a block too. But I'm just going to go ahead and run this one. Let me make sure I have it set on the right. Yep. So that's running now. If you would like to grab some of this one with the selvages are here, but really I think it goes this way.
Or do you need a receipt?
Annette. This one that you're looking at is a Wilmington Prince, and it's Katie Duchette. On the Road Again is the name of it, even though I don't know a lot of roads with little flags like that on it. You know, who am I to judge? Let me see if there's enough to run another yard here. I don't think there is. No. Matter of fact, Annette, I think there's like a little more than a yard there, so I'm just going to send it all to you. That way I didn't have to cut it. Another paintbrush. This is from the Rogreg. Portofino is the line. You can see that there. Oh, there it is. And this is just like an abstract one that matches the color of the Portofino line that they have out. That's very Mediterranean. So it's got like the oranges, the blues, the yellows. It's a nice blender. There's about a yard there. We're just going to go ahead and run it if anybody would like it.
You need somebody, we can always call him and he can come be your muster. Kind of, he's foreboding sometimes.
Oh, here's another thatch.
Sorry, I gotta.
So it looks like there's only about a yard of this. This is reading blue here for some reason. It's black. It is so black. I don't know why it's reading blue. Let me find something white. So the color balance will come back to there it goes. See there, look, it's black. It is from the thatched line. And I'll go ahead and run that in case anyone just needs a yard. It looks like that's all I have right now.
Do you want to practice cutting fabric?
Oh. We have a motorcycle gang driving by. Scary.
Do you want to practice cutting the yard fabric?
Well, it's not quite a yard. I don't want to mess with that.
So she wants 1 yard.
Oh, we have some tango.
So we'll do the 1 yard first.
I love tango. So this is tango. I think it's Kate Spain is the name, and this one is Dance Like No One's Watching, Like It's Heaven on Earth. Thrifting Susie, I don't know. These are like flat folds that are all in like an area, and I don't know of any other, like we don't have a prim section here. So I'm not sure if that was just a fluke, but I can keep my eye out though. If I see something, I'll tag you. Or you can just stick around. I guess I shouldn't encourage people to leave, but This has a really cute selvage on it, but it is Tango. Yeah, Kate Spade, right there. And this is obviously green, and these are a very light orange. This is actually pink right here. So that's running. If anyone needs some Tango in green.
They have a good cut, and sometimes you might have to support this. I always cut that direction because then there's room to flip the extra.
Okay, yeah, got your free yard.
Bottom up or your top up with a line.
And then it looks like I have another yard, so I'm going to run it again.
Fairly straight. Okay, and then you want to grab your cutter down there. Okay. And it's like all you have to do is run it.
Oh, Melinette, thank you.
Yeah, there's a tablecloth under there. So you want to lift the fabric up there.
I think there's actually, yeah, there's like a little more there, so you're going to get a little more than you're paid for. For those of you who like the, this is from Ruby Star, and these are their, they're like wovens, and you can always tell because they have these yellow selvages on them, and they're like I call them kind of a shirting fabric, as you could tell by the way the way it cuts on the edge. But they're like a woven. I use them in quilts. I know a lot of people don't like to use this kind of fabric in quilts, but I do. And this just happens to be like a light blue color one. And then coming up, I also have one that's pink. And this is just the selvage that's the yellow piece down here, kind of like that one has the yellow. But that goes running, and then you're going to get, it's a little more than a yard. But.
2 yards, and then we'll figure out how you can do 2 yards since you're left-handed. Okay. Because I don't know if it might still be easier for you to cut left-handed down this center line here. So I always just pull it to the edge of the table. That gives you your little extra.
And here's another one. So same fabric, it's just in a pink color, and it is kind of a light pink, almost a mauvey light pink. And that's running as well.
And you bring it all the way back down to your end of your net.
Deanne, thank you. I think you just earned another coupon.
Yeah, I don't hurt it.
Next up, fabric called Mauve, by Crystal Manning. I know Crystal Manning. And this is like a kind of a golden mustard, but I don't know if you can see in here. There is some darling, like look, there's a snail, there's a mushroom. Over here I saw like maybe a butterfly. Where did I see that? Oh, there's another. Is that the same snail? Is that on the repeat? Because that's cute. He's just a little, he's a little slimy guy. But we'll go ahead and run this guy. He's got a few little, that's just cute. I don't even know what else to say. It's just cute.
And Sevenberry. Sevenberry 13.
They should be 16, but I didn't mark it. So
okay. 16 for Sevenberry, and this is Moda's 13.
Next up, who's ready for Halloween? This is a Ruby Star, and it is from their Halloween collection called Good Spirits. Oh, hopefully you can see that. And I don't know if you saw this, but look at the little mouse. I don't think this glows in the dark. Someone told me it might, and it could because this lady looks like she. I don't think she glows in the dark though. No, she's not going in the dark. But it just has kind of a cool repeat of all these little characters on it that are Halloween characters. Like there's a dancing mummy. There's a witch on a broom. My life story. This one, she's pretty. And then we've got this one with the little bat. It's very cute, but it's just got little repeated people. They're probably 4 inches tall.
Yep.
And there's a yard of it. And so if anybody wants some, please grab it.
So if I remember, and we got 1 yard of it. Okay, now this one is the 7 yard.
So beachy. Why did I know you were going to get that one? Next up, another, what is this one?
And it's a blue koi fish.
Laguna Sunrise. That sounds fun. And this is like, it's a very light, it's actually more of a green. I don't know why it's showing kind of a blue on there, but it's more of a light green. And then the little pinwheels on it are red, green, blue, and orange. So those colors are showing good. And then it's got the little dots. So we're just going to run this. I have multiple yards, so if the first one sells, we can run another one. If not, I found another piece of that woven in the pink. Oh, but it's a different pink. So here's another piece of the woven. It looks like there's about a yard there. And Deanne, I know you got the pink earlier, so you could see the difference. This is the pink that you got, and this is this one. So it's it's kind of a shade different. It looks so weird together with the lighting. But it almost makes it look purple when that's in it. But then there. That's more of the weird, the real color. Hopefully the camera will hold that. But just have a yard of this one if anybody wants it. Fabric King, thank you. And I know I'm supposed to hold this out from the show, but we're going to run it because nobody will know it was here. Eclectic Elements. This is a Tim Holtz. It's called Street Maps. There is a little more than, it's like a yard and 3/4, probably, maybe even a yard and 7/8. I just kind of did a quick Amy measurement on it. But it is like a brownish color on the background, tannish color. And then these are black. And I think the street map, someone told me it was supposed to be like France or something, but, or maybe New York. I don't know. If anyone knows where Maple Mill is, that'll tell us where this is, because there it says in those streets. But this is Tim Holtz, and I know a lot of people like it. This is for the whole piece. I'm not going to cut it. So Beachy, coming to you. Next. If you love stripes and metallics all in the same fabric, done. This is called Summer in the Cotswolds by Jade Mosinski. Cute selvage though. Actually, cute fabric. Something about a bumblebee, and it's RJR. So good brand. But this is, I shouldn't say but, these are metallic, these little guys here. And I don't know if we can show you the shine to them, but the gold, see over there, you can see the shimmer. These are all metallic. This would make a super cute binding as well. I got a pretty good chunk of it here, so I'll just run the first yard. If it sells, we'll run the next. And see if anybody likes it. But great price for RJR, that's for sure. Julia, yay! And I'm going to run another yard because it's here. Wouldn't it be a great bias binding? But Julia, we'll get you a yard of that. This is another paintbrush. This was a line that we sold a fair amount of as we had some little fat quarter. They weren't even bundles. They were all printed on one piece of fabric, which was kind of cool. But this was a line they had called Bloom. I actually think they still have it. I don't think it's out of print or anything. It is like right out of yard. Like there's no play in it at all. This is like a cinnamon brown color in the background. And then it's got, this is pink. And then these are kind of like very shallow yellows, like very, like barely yellows. Almost more tan than anything. But if anyone needs a yard of this one, we can send it your way. Next up, Moda Sweetwater. I just like saying Sweetwater. So this is one of their blenders. There's about 2.5 yards here, I think. It's from On Dasher by Sweetwater at Moda. I don't see anything else on there. So I'm going to run it. If the first one sells, I'll run the second, and then we'll just cut it in half and split it between winners, or if somebody gets them both, they get them both. But this is kind of it's a little bit of an off-white, and then it's got white dots on it. Minnesota Maggie, we got you for the first yard. And the second yard's running if anybody wants it.
And you want to give her this?
Oh, it ran out. We have a ruby star. This one called Darlings 2, and it is like it's a slate blue background, and then these little guys, I'm pretty sure those are black. I don't think, yeah, those are black. Let me see how much is here. I feel like there should be 2 yards here. Ooh, there is. There's exactly 2 yards. So if anybody is into Darlings 2 and needs, I think it's out of print. I'm not sure. I feel like it is. But there's the selvage so you can see it. And then, of course, I'm a selvage whore, so I have to show you this. That is so cute. But anyway, this is, so it's a nice blue, and then it's got some little black squigglies on it, and it's from the Darlings 2 collection. And it's running now. We're going to run the first yard. If it sells, we'll run the second. Strings are free, but I'm going to take this one off. Fabric King got you on the first one. And the second one's running now. You're going to get the whole piece, sir. Ooh, who likes 30s? Oh, this is darling. I should probably show it to you, shouldn't I? This is Storytime 30s by the RBD designers, Riley Blake. And I don't know if you can see. So this is like the cool teal color, but look at all the little animals. There's little chickens, birds, kitties. Those are so cute. So if you like 30s fabric or reproduction prints, I'm going to say it is. And then it also, of course, has some cute little flowers on the selvage. But we'll run this guy. See if anybody likes their 30s reprints. Thank you, Deanne. And it does, let me double check. I think there's 2 yards here. Nope, there's not. Miss Deanne, you're going to get a little bonus on this guy. There's not enough. And let's look at this guy. This looks like a ruby star. It is. Ruby Star is so fun. So this one is 2 yards. It's from Picture Book. I think that one might be out of print too. I can't remember anymore. But this is like one of the blenders they had. So it's like, it's got the pink, it's got the kind of golden colors and the off-white. And then here's the picture book on the selvage. And I don't know if you saw the strawberry, but that's adorable. There is 2 yards of it, so I'll run the first yard. If nobody grabs it, we'll move on. If somebody does, we'll run the second.
It's a seam ripper. You never know when you're going to need one. You're very welcome. You too. Thank you. Come back and see me soon.
Have fun.
Okay. Well, I found it's much easier to enter the stuff into the system before you ring it up.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is called Rise and Shine. It's also a Ruby Star. You can tell by the selvage. This looks like a peach color, and it's like this crazy, like a. You can't see the lines aren't straight. It kind of has ripples in it. I thought it was going to be called water, to tell you the truth, when I saw it. But it is called Rise and Shine. I'm going to put that bright white tag there so you can see some colors. And we'll run a yard of it. And if somebody wants it, great. If not, we will move on.
Lovely quilt. Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh, it's beautiful. And real. Oh, yeah. That's amazing. It is amazing.
Oh, Deanne. Okay.
Oh, wow. Wonderful work. Yeah. Now, who did this? Is it a local? Amy. Right you there. Did. Oh, well, I'm glad you heard me say that then. I hope you were here listening.
Okay, this is running again if somebody wants another yard. Sorry, we just donated a quilt I made to the local VFW hall for one of their auctions, and the lady was being really nice, and she's like, "Who made that? It's really nice." And I was like, "It was me." And I get so excited when somebody's like, "Thanks for donating that." I don't know if anybody else still needs some of this, the woven stuff that's got like the yellow on it. I just found a stack of it. So this is the second pinkish color we had that I believe Fabric King picked up. So I'll go ahead and run this, see if anybody else wants to grab it. And then we can, there we go. So you can actually see what color it is before you buy it. That's exciting.
It is. And that's exactly
Next up, y'all, we going purple. And it's purple ombre. So this is Snippets by Chelsea Design Works, and it is a Studio E fabric. That's the brand. So there's some selvage for you. So it goes, you can actually see where it's starting to ombre here. It goes from a dark blue, or I'm sorry, dark purple, and then it lightens up toward the middle, and then the other selvage coming down the other side is dark again. So your light piece is in the middle. And there's the middle. So you can see how, ooh, whoops. So you can see how light it actually gets here in the middle. And we're running that. It's just $7 for a yard. And it looks like there's multiple yards here, so looks like there's at least 2. So we'll probably just run it twice, but Fabric King loves a good ombre. And I'm running the second one.
We can always change it. It's chalk.
Oh, Julia, you got the second one. Julia for the win. Let me check just to see if there's not another yard on there. Just to. Oh, there's another one. Yes, I can run another yard of this just in case somebody needs that second yard. I love the ombre. Another yard of this is running just in case. Okay, thank you.
Oh, hang it on the. Should be on the outside unless you left it on. There it is. Oh, you know what I need to do is your business card or something. Okay, she's ordering. So it is partly
Okay. Oh, I got some fun ones. Look at these. Actually, set them back there. You can't really see them, but at least I don't have to hold them on my lap. So next up, Anna Maria. This is from the Good Gracious line, and it's called Town Meeting. And this one is it's pastels. Like the whole thing is just a repeat of the same kind of pastel pattern. You can see it going all the way up a piece of fabric. There's about a yard here, but it may be a tiny bit short. It looks like the edge on this one was cut pretty crooked. And I probably did that. I bet I did do that. Because see, I tried to save it on this side and make it straight. But then because of the way it was folded on the bolts, it skewed off on the back. So you may be like a sliver short of a yard, but we're going to go ahead and run that because it's Anna Maria. And who doesn't love it? Fabric King, it's all coming to you. Next, we have, this is another Ruby Star. This is the panel for Florida Volume 2. And I might go ahead and look that panel up so you can actually see what it looks like. Florida Volume, because I'm terrible at showing these. And this is what would be called the panel in peach and cream. So that's the colorway we have here. And I'm just going to show you this on my phone. So here's what it looks like. This is actually the piece that you're going to get. You're going to get 36 inches of it. And I'm pretty sure it's, let me look. I think you're getting an extra row. I'm not sure. But this is just like the end of the bolt. So if anybody wants this guy, I know he's folded now, but I showed you a picture, so hopefully you know what you're getting. But that's running now, and it is the peach colorway, which is why like everybody, like the little egret and things are peach and purple. Oh, Jackson's Grammy. I have a little something that I need to send you with this, so thank you for your purchase. Buttons, and buttons. I know, button falling from the sky. Okay, next up. So I've sold these before. I think we've actually had like whole shows where we sold these. These are the like sales sample pieces when salespeople are going around. This is one called Winky Pop, and it's Jen Kingwell. And then here's one that's Good Times American Jane. I think I'm just gonna do them one piece at a like one set at a time. So these are like, I think there's 13 inches wide. Really? I guess they thought I was harassing you or something. So I hope it's cool. I went ahead and cut you another yard of that, and hopefully takes care of things. This is kind of a gray colorway that goes into a black. Each of these pieces, I think they're 13 inches wide, and I believe the longest one on this is 20, but it goes up an inch with each. With each little, you never owe me, ma'am. Never. I appreciate you coming in and supporting us. So here's this one. These, I think I usually start them at like $3 on our regular show. So I'm going to go ahead and start it at $3. And just see if anybody wants it. Like I said, it's like the sample thing from the salesperson. So if you like the smaller pieces, and this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one has 8. So there's 8 of the smaller pieces on it. And then here's the same line, the Winky Pop. But this one actually only has 5 on it, but they're a little bigger because they don't have the little stair step sizes. But this is the one this is the biggest one on the back. Here's one that's but these are all the different colors from that line. And this one just happens to be the blue colorway, so I'm going to go ahead and run it. And of course I send it to you with the little topper on it. I feel like that's a strange name. Does anybody else feel like that's a strange name? And then this last one is American Jane. And the line was called Good Times. So this one actually has 8 pieces on it. And it goes from the smallest one is this yellow with the flowers. And then it goes all the way down. They're all kind of yellowish. And then it takes it into a red. And then this big one on the back. And so that guy's running too.
Hi. How are you today?
Annette.
Anything I can help you find? Okay.
Thank you, Annette. I think these little things are so fun. And next, this is another ruby star, I can tell. Doesn't it look like a game board? Like with the cool lines on it? It is actually called, I don't know, so we have to look. It says it's going to be okay, and sometimes I guess I need my fabric to be reassuring. Oh, it's called Linear. This is, I know, I get in trouble for calling things brown. It's brown. And then it's got these little white linear lines on it. And like I said, it is Ruby Star. So we're just going to go ahead. Usually Ruby Star we never sell for more than 90 yards, but or less than not. Anyway, sorry. I'm trying to eavesdrop on my coworkers talking. But this is running. If anybody needs a yard of linear, there's actually a couple yards here, so if that sells, we'll run it again. Next up. Ooh, this is Woodland. This is the new line. We must have sold through this one pretty quick. I don't think it's been out very long. I'm going to sell this as one piece, even though it's at least a yard and 3/4. But it is Woodland Park. You can see on the selvage. And this is the cool one they have that's like a whole like cityscape or something. And see how it's got like this whole like going to the parks, which it's called Woodland Park, so that makes sense. But so you can kind of see the whole thing. It'd be fun to make a little play mat for a kid or just an adult. Oh, holy crap! There's a goat and a deer, squirrel, kitty. It's all here. But this guy's running. I'm gonna send you the whole piece, so that way I don't have to cut today. I'm a big fan of not cutting. Fabric King, you got a bargain today, sir. Oh, hold on, I just dropped my. I got it. Another ruby star. And guess what? It's your time. This is from the pivot line. This is yellow. And it does have like these little, I don't know, they kind of look like strawberry seeds to me, but I know that's not what they are. But if you need some pivot in yellow, now's your time. She should be running. And last one in this pile. Well, nope, there's one more underneath it. But what is this guy? Oh, apparently this is a Moda, so that's good. Life is Art live yours in color. I'm going to unroll this so you can see the cute selvage. Look how cute that is. This is like it's blue, but it's kind of a tealy blue. Let me see. Oh, it's Zen Chic by Bridget, somebody or other, and it's called Spotted. So this is one of their blenders. And hopefully if I move the selvage up, since it's white, you can actually see more of the real color. But this guy's running if anybody needs a yard. And we have multiple yards of this, so more than one people want it. First one sells, we'll run it again. And then let's do this one. This is Ruby Star 2. This is an older Ruby Star, but it's called Twirl. You can see it right there. And it's just one of their blenders. This is metallic, this little swipe right here that you see. The rest of them are not. And you kind of see that the color there is pretty true to color. And there's about a yard there. Maybe slightly more. Of course you can. Spotted. It's called Spotted. It's not as spotted as I thought. Well, tell him to leave you alone that you're buying fabric. I'm going to run this again just in case Maggie or anybody else wants it. It's running. Thank you, Maggie. And in case anybody else wandered in and decides that they want it, I'm going to run it one more time. Because you know my motto, no quilter left behind. I did find a few more of these little card things. They were just in this pile. This one is Collage by Janet Claire. Look, I gave her like a French name. But this has some good colors in it. This is like a blue colorway that has the little samples on it. That was a pretty line. I don't think we carried that line though. But these are pretty. And let me go in here, and we're just gonna drop this guy down to 3 if anybody wants to take home one of these cool little sample things. Miss Minnesota Maggot. And then I've got, are these the same line? They're not the same line. Here's one called On the Go. You could see why it's named that, right? It's that Stacy, I'm going to say that wrong, so I'm just not going to bother. Right there. There's 7 pieces on this one, so it's got the cool, like, and this is like the teal colorway. So it's got all the school buses and stuff, and then it's got stoplights. I think these are supposed to be tires. Airport. Here's kind of their version of a map with all the different roads on it. Airplane, and then this is another colorway of the school buses, the fire trucks. Very boy. But they're pretty decent sized pieces. I mean, I don't think you can make well, you could make a quilt out of them. You just have to use a lot of background. Oop, guys, that ran for the wrong price. Wrong price, wrong price. And that should have been 4 because it started at 3 and I think 2 of you swiped. So if it's okay, when the show is over, I will refund you the 4, if that's cool. Okay. They don't like it when we do that, but you know what? That's my fault. Here is one. So it's called It's Elementary, and it's American Jane. And so I've got this one that has 6 pieces on it. And you can see the pieces here. And then there's little bubbles and then some little flowers and some dots. And then there's also this alphabet one, but the alphabet's not complete. Because it's trying to show like the different colors. Like here's a red and here's the blue. Here's the black. You have a bigger piece of it, but it's not. You don't have like the whole alphabet, so it wouldn't be probably good to give a kid because they're only going to learn through L because it cuts off at L. I'm going to run these 2 pieces together in case anybody wants them. The whole alphabet is there. It's just going to be in different colors. So in case that matters to anyone and you'd like to get it, I'm going to start it at 3 like I did the other one. So if anybody wants these, you're going to get both of the sections. So hopefully you can make something with it. Ooh, these guys are heavy. Fabricking. It's all coming your way. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Next up for bids. This is Paintbrush Studio. This is a line they had called Fish Hope, and it's Hoodie Crescent. And I know she's not like a mainstream designer, but I adore her. I think she used to be at maybe Northcott or Moda or one of those other ones, and then she moved. But this is just kind of a very cool teal fabric. These are digitally printed, if that matters to anyone. Most people don't care either way, but let's put this white next to it so you can see the real color. But they are kind of like a teal color, and then I think they're supposed to be fish bubbles, but you could probably use them for anything. And let me go ahead and run that guy. So you're going to get a yard, and I have extras. So if the yard sells, I'll run it again. And here we have another paintbrush. So earlier we had this guy that was part of the Roe Greg Portofino, but here we actually have some matching fabric that goes with it. So here's one of the Portofino houses on the hill. Here's another houses on the hill. I think that's what's in here. And it looks like there's a yard of each. So I'm just going to run them individually. And if they sell, great. If not, we will move on. So we'll do this first one and then we'll do the next one. And Fabric King may have enough for a 3-yard quilt when we're done. And then here's the houses on a hill in the brighter color. And that one's running.
Where's the big fat markers? Is that the fattest one we got?
Thank you, Fabric King. And then here is the final piece that all matches.
Maybe have less strokes. Just saying, girlfriend.
I don't know how she's not going to have carpal tunnel after this.
Right. Wait till she does the windows.
Oh, so this is a Bintertex. It's a nice blender. It's like brown with some black in it. Well, I guess it's brown and light dark. But it is, ironically, it's just called cotton. In quotes. The embroiderer and quilter's choice, Amanda Murphy for Bintertex. Hard to believe a designer had to come up with that, but we're going with it. According to other, this is running if anybody needs it. Before I close the show today, we have coordination with the one I got 2 weeks ago. Do you remember what it was called by any chance? Because I might.
She hasn't gotten them yet. We're working on it.
This appears to be
$3.29. Thank you, sir. Did you bring me an iced tea too?
I forgot it.
This is Moda. Oh yeah, send me a picture because I'm sure I can find something. This is Moda on the selvage, and you'll notice it's like a white, but if you get close, there's a texture. I don't think it's grunge though, because usually grunge says so on the selvage. But it is kind of an off-white. And then it's got some kind of creamier little depth to it. I don't know if you can kind of tell by looking.
Oh, quick trip. Extra large, filled with crushed ice, is unsweet.
Oh, and I got little coopers on it. And this is running. You'll just get a yard. And it looks like there might be 2 here, so I may be able to run it twice. Let me see if I can see. Jackson's Grammy. Tell me when you sent the picture so I can go look.
Yeah, tell him right where you go. I'd be happy. It's half price if he does it on the app.
So this is a yard, and you guys know how much I love Ruby Star. This one is from Teddy and the Bears. Teddy and the Bears, and it even has the little. This is the one though that has the musical notes on it. It's gray, obviously, with pink, hot pink notes on it. And I have no idea what song this plays. I have a feeling it's no song if you follow the little dots on it. But this guy's running just for the yard, and it looks like I only have 1 yard of this one left. So. Oh, fabricating.
I will have to help move stuff out of the way. Shelving, so that she can do those windows over there.
Next up, another John Wayne. Apparently, they were all just piled in this little thing, just folded up randomly. This is a kind of a light blue color. It's different than the one we had earlier. It's actually got the little outlines of the wagon train and the little John Wayne signatures. I don't know if you could see that in there. Little John Wayne signatures. They're there. With the scenic. And it does say it's official, John Wayne Enterprises on the thing. So that guy's running if anybody needs a little western.
Take trash out for me.
Oh, Julia, thank you. This one is called Pansies Posies. Okay, that's not what this is. There's no way that's what this is. But look at it. So cute. It's definitely a Moda. Let me see if I can read the thing. This is called Dwell, and it's Camille Ross Kelly. There we go. Camille Ross Kelly. And this is like a really nice denim blue color with some red. And so if you like big flowers and prints like this, it's there. So this is running if anybody needs a yard of it.
I'll get the little one.
This. I love picking the surprises because I can feel the envelopes. And so it's kind of fun to manhandle the envelopes to decide which one I'm going to send. This is, this feels washed to me. And maybe it's not because it's been here in a quilt shop, but it feels like it has been washed. It is Cloisonne by Kent Avery. It is, if you like more traditional fabrics, which I didn't think I did, but this is adorable. This is such a beautiful, it's a light blue, like a baby blue, and then it's got the cool blue. It almost looks a little Asian. It is so pretty. But we'll just run that guy. You're going to get the whole piece that's here. I'm not going to cut it up. Deanne, thank you. It's pretty heavy. There might be 2 yards there, but all for you, ma'am. These are like some, I don't know what this one is. These are like tiny. Oop. Sorry, y'all had to take a little walk. It is. I'm guilty. So guilty. This is a free spirit presented by Modcloth by So Kind of Wonderful. And this just looks like a fabulous blender, quite frankly. It's kind of a gray background, and then it's white, and then it's got these are green and darker gray on the little. Can you see the cool little? It kind of makes it look, gives it a good texture. And then it also has these cool little monstera leaves. Oh, it must be called Sandcastle because there it is on the selvage. But this guy is running. If anyone needs a yard, we will get it to you.
It don't matter if you wrap those up or whatever.
Carol Jean.
Twirl them up.
And it looks like there's 2 yards there, so I'm going to run it again.
And if you need a razor blade to get the other word and that piece with the thing off of there, we can do it. I just left it on in case you wanted to put our Facebook logo up there.
Bella, looks like you got the 2nd yard. Next, this is another free spirit. I think we had some similar, or maybe even the same one earlier, called Audrey, and it's the black and white with the cool squiggles all over it. So it's just like a nice. But it's just like a nice black and white. And it is free spirit, which is always exciting. And that should be running now in case anybody needs a yard of the squiggles that they're calling Audrey. It is. I think it's supposed to maybe resemble that. Okay. What is this guy? This is an art panel. Here's what's written on it. Oh, Carol Jean, you want me to run it again? Sure. But yeah. It should be running, maybe. Did I hit it right? There it goes. I guess this is where you guys tell me not to quit my day job. And I'm going to run it again just in case someone changed their mind too while I was messing around and figuring out this Sumi panel situation, because it seems like, but like here's the selvage on it. Sumi by Karen Kirka Jensen for Frond Design Studios, which usually everything here is like Moda and whatever. This isn't my day job, by the way. I have a boring old day job. I'm just here selling fabric for fun on the weekends. It actually benefits our quilting club. So I'm in marketing. I do marketing for government websites, for a company that makes government websites. I know, not the most glamorous, but and then I spend too much. I want to be a quilt person. I just can't right now because of bills. I'm sure everybody knows. I would love to have my own little quilt place. You know what? I've kind of learned from just going through and touching all of this fabric. I'm trying to find this panel online. And I wonder, I can't find one that looks exactly like it.
Will you eat fresh strawberries?
It could be this
Will
one.
you eat Caesar salad mix? Okay.
But I don't think it's the whole panel. But it looks like this one, but I don't think it's the whole one. I think it's cut off like right down this side. And it's sold out, so I don't even know what people are selling it for. Oh, okay, that can't be right. Anyway, we're just going to run this. Like I said, it's not the whole piece. It's a pretty good chunk of the
You eat
piece.
peach or strawberry plain yogurt?
Oh, either.
Okay. Will you eat fresh strawberries?
Yeah.
Caesar salad mix?
Yeah.
Okay. I got an abundance.
So I'm just going to run this guy. See if anybody wants to take him off my hands. But like I said, I don't think it's the full panel. I think there's a little sliver off the side. And Fabric King, it now belongs to you. Maybe it goes this way. Fabric King, it's your problem now. Because I love you. You figure it out, sir. Really makes you want to buy more when I yell at you and say things like that, right? So this is a Ruby Star Society. I think this is one of those weird fat quarter things they had where it's like the fat quarters are on the same piece of fabric. Um, it is Peppermint Please. If you can see this on the selvage. I'm going to say this is an older one because it says something about it's Sarah Watts thanking people for buying her first holiday. And I feel like she's been around a while. But the fabric's cute. So it looks like there's a fat quarter of these cats saying happy holidays. And then there's a fat quarter of her. I think these ended up being called punch dots. And then this one, I mean, how can you go wrong? There's octopus with Christmas lights. I mean, come on. And they have faces like humans. And then this other one, the final fat corner, and it's all on one piece of fabric. So I'm sorry I'm struggling. I'm terrible at showing large things. Ask my boyfriend. No, just kidding. That was inappropriate. And then this final fat quarter side has like these cute little mice on it and little knitting things. And then it does have this stripe down the side. But it doesn't have them in the middle. See where the fabric pieces end? They just end. They just like printed them and stopped. So I believe it's going to be 4 fat quarters. And I believe it's called, what was it, Christmas something? Now I forgot what it was called. Peppermint Please. And I'm going to stop talking about it and just run it. Because you guys are probably waiting on that. And I'm just messing around. Oh, maniac. That must have been special for her to buy it. She only picks the best stuff. It was the octopus that did it for you, wasn't it? Yeah, I knew that.
Thank you. Emily's way too free.
You see an octopus and you're just like, you'll lose your mind. This is a piece. This is really pretty, but I don't know what brand it is. I think it may be older. It is older, but it's so pretty. You guys can see these colors. It's Maine's Company Incorporated, so this is an older piece of fabric. But look at those colors. It's red. It's got the cool lines in it. This is pretty. And I'm going to go ahead and run it if anybody likes it. I think there's more than a yard here. I'm just going to give you the whole cut, though, if somebody buys it. Sometimes I'm not sure how some of these older fabrics get in here. But they do. And we just go with it, folks. We just go with it. Next up, ombre. Oh, guys. Ombre, fairy dust, metallic. That's a lot of names. And it looks like our friend Vanessa Christensen likes it. And this ombre is to the middle to become a light gray, as you can see here. That's the middle. And then it's dark on each of the edges. So here's one side of the selvage, and then it's going to go over to this side. So it goes from black to gray and back to black. And then it's got these fabulous, and these are metallic. They're silver. Can we see them shimmer? Not really. But we're just going to run this guy. You're going to get this whole piece. It's a little more than a yard. We have unleashed the maniac. Girl, now you have to try to get your shipping's worth. We'll help you. Oh no, Bella ended up. Okay. See, sometimes I jump the gun. But Miss Bella, we will add it to your box. We'll find more for Maniac. We always do. Next up, I think this is really pretty. This is like a purple. I'm going to say the background is blue though, but this is purple, this is pink, this is a yellow. It is called Painted Petals by Artworks, spelled with an E to make it fancy. And it's Clothworks, which is always soft and fabulous. And so we're just going to run that guy if anybody needs it. Color, color everywhere.
Good, yay. You have yogurt, Caesar salad, and these strawberries.
Next up, In the Beginning Fabrics, Jason Yunter. This is from 2021, but it's not really an ombre. It's more of a, see how you can see the sunset in it, like oranges, pinks, blues, reds. And like I said, it is from In the Beginning. Several yards of it, so first one sells, we'll run the next, etc. Minnesota Maggie. Got you for a yard, running a second. All right. Now you're getting two. And then as promised, we'll run them until you stop buying. But if you like Jason Yunter fabric or In the Beginning fabrics, they're luxurious. This guy. This one feels like another one of those wax print ones, but it's softer. Let's see. It's pretty. Look, it's black background. And then it's got the yellow on it. I don't see Like usually it has a little Denmark thing on the selvage if it's that. I don't see anything on the selvage. And there's 3 yards here, so. Oh, could it be batik? Let me look. It's really pretty though. It's got great colors. Look at all the different like shades of purple in it. Well, I don't think it's a batik. Look, the back isn't a batik when the back and the front are usually the same. But it's not. It does look like one though. They fooled us again. Foiled again. But here it is from a little more of a distance, so you can see the overall look of the leaves. Tudor batik. Oh my gosh, I'm so gonna use that phrase. There are so many now that they try to make look like batiks. They get me. I'm not gonna lie. So yard of this is running. If it sells, we'll run the next. My new friend Smile 4J9. Or is it 4J9er? Just kidding. Running a second yard of this in case anyone needs it. Well, looky there, you're going to get 2 yards. And this is the 3rd yard. And if you buy it, I don't have to cut it. Oh, I hope I didn't guilt you into that. You didn't have to do that. Oh, of course, uncut. If I can avoid cutting fabric, oh my God. Really want to be batiks? Oh, girl. Killing me smalls. This looks vintage. I don't know if it really is though. You know, sometimes they make them now where they're, and I don't see a name on this. But this is Starling. It's a little chef. Look at him. Well, he's tossed, but he still seems to be this direction. Yeah, he's adorable. And, you know, I like cake. Is that cake upside down? Cake? It's a weird cake.
Emily?
There we go. And then there's, oh, look at him.
I gave you your tea, right?
But this is an off-white, and then it's just these little, they're pretty spread out. But like I said, they do look pretty, what's the word? Like it looks older. I don't think it is though. There's just no name on it. And Bella, I think there's more than a yard there, but I'm just going to send you what's left. And then here is one. Ooh, it's fancy. Robert Kaufman, Jennifer Shampoo. I don't know, it's in cursive, so that's pretty fancy. And this is called It's Time to Fly Black and White Collection. And it's got these really beautiful feathers. And it's not completely black and white. Like this background is actually kind of it's a very, very light gray. It almost goes tan a little bit, but I think it is just a light gray. But it's got these great feathers all over it. Like, look at how nicely they did the feathers. Oh, that's so cute. This is why you guys can't go shopping with me, because I would start explaining things to you and you guys would be, oh my God. It's Sherwin-Williams Agreeable Gray. Yes, smile. Yes. You are accurate. But this guy's running, if anybody needs it. I don't know. Could there be 2 here? Oh, there's like 2.5 here. But Smile, since you want it, I'm just gonna send you the piece because it looks like somebody tried to fussy cut. And I'm not going to try to cut around that to cut it for you, so you just get the whole piece. Agreeable Gray coming to your house. This is Tiny Frights. Ruby Star. This one I know there's multiple yards of. A little more than 2 here, so we'll run it twice. But it is called Tiny Frights, and it even has a creepy tree on the selvage. This is the one that has the candy on it, you know, like the candy that you get trick or treating. It's pink, but it's purple, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I think if you put it next to a pink, it would turn pink, and if you put it next to a purple, it would look purple. If the first one sells, we'll run the second, but the first one's running now. Thank you, King of Fabric. And the second yard running. Florida, Georgia girl. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, let me go grab another pile. Oh, that was terrible. I just want to warn you that I got excited about this piece right here thinking it was Tula Pink, and it's not. Wait till we get there. Next up, Giko Goke, Geiko Goki, Kiko, this is called Pastel Plaid, and it is made by Free Spirit from Oh Happy Day. But it is just a nice plaid that's got oranges, yellows, pinks. It actually gets a little muddled more down here with some more purples. Just a nice, pretty piece of fabric, quite frankly. And that's running now. Fabric King for the world. And then I'm going to run a second yard in case anyone needs it. And thank you, Miss Bella. Next up, same line, but it's Bursting Blooms. So it looks a little different, but it is all the same line of fabric. This one, there's just a yard of it, and it's got these like oversized blue blooms on it with the red background. That, of course, perfectly matches the one before. Okay, what is this guy? This is like no name Cave Wannabe, I think. It is like a cornflower blue, I think would be the right way to describe that color. And ironically, there's nothing on the selvage. So I'm not sure who made this. Like I can see the little selvage edges, but there's nothing written on them. They're printed to the edge. But I'll go ahead and run this guy. He's just cornflower blue with a lot of like white flowers in it. Kind of reminds me of a cave, but I know for a fact it's not. Dev bug. Back to your own name today, I see. Um, and running another yard in case someone needs it. Deanne. And we got you for a yard as well. Well, how cute is this? Let's see how much is here. I almost got this. I thought I was going to make something for like a kid, and then I never did it. This is like, I don't know, a little more than half yard probably. So I'll do it a little cheaper, of course, because it's not as much fabric. But it is it Jack? Something Jack? It's got to be on the selvage, right? Jack Sally. I don't know. Jack Sally Pact? In BC, Jack Sally Pact. But it's I forgot what they're called. Oh, I got it upside down. The Skeleton Jack or something was his name. Nightmare Before Christmas. That's even better. But look how cute they are. They're just like all lined up on it. And they just kind of repeat across it. And it's got a very, like here to here. Look how quickly it repeats. Like what you're seeing there is the full repeat. And then it just repeats again as you go over. See, there she is again with that same face. It is less than a yard. I'm gonna say it's a little more than a half actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and run that a little cheaper. I'm just gonna run it for 3. If anybody wants to grab it, we will send it your way. Jack Skellington. I knew there was a Jack. I knew Jack was in there somewhere. All right, Bella, we'll send it your way. Jack Skellington. I need to remember that. This looks like a more vintage print, but it's so pretty. It's Hoffman International, and it's like these repeated little. They're just repeated across the fabric in purple. And the reason I just say it's older because of the way it's written on the selvage. And it says screen print, and no one ever says screen print anymore. There are your little color dots if you need those. But it is just a repeat of the purple, and it just repeats. So that guy's running. If anybody needs a little Hoffman International in purple with green, there's some green in there too. I think this is another African print that's got the I don't know what kind of flowers those are, but it's the flowers, kind of an off-white back. Flowers are definitely a mauve color. I don't see that. Usually on the selvage, it'll say something like Denmark, and I don't see it on there. It's not quite as thick as some of the African ones, but I'm pretty sure that's the look they were going for. But there's like a nice, the flip side. Not a boutique though, because it doesn't look cool on the inside. But we'll run a yard of this if anybody needs some flowers. Thank you, Bella. And I do have 2 yards here, so I'm running another yard in case someone needs it. Looks like there's 2 there. Fabric King, got you for a yard as well. This is a scrap, but we're going to go ahead and there's a couple scraps laying here. I don't know who this is. It doesn't look like it's the selvage side. And it's not quite, I don't have a ruler here. Oh, I don't know. It's probably 14 by 14. And it's just this cool fabric with like the black cats and it's like a black and white. It looks like, I swear I've seen this. Like it was a, Highland cows. I don't think so. We did have some on a panel, but I think they're gone. Have you guys seen any Highland cows fabric by any chance? I don't think I've seen any. Mindy?
What?
Have you seen any fabric with Highland cows on it?
With cows?
Highland cows, like the cows with the cool hair?
With the long hair?
I don't think I've seen any.
I haven't seen any recently.
Good, not just me. I'm going to say no.
But I got strawberries.
Yeah, we got strawberries though. That's our other favorite thing people ask for, strawberries. And I've got some little smaller pieces here. I'm just going to throw them all together and we can just pin on them at once. This is probably a quarter yard. It's green. Probably a quarter yard. It's red. Another quarter yard. This looks like something that would be in like a Civil War quilt. Here's a pink. Green paisley. That feels like a half yard. And then let's do this blue one. And all of these are just going to go for one price. All these littles. Fabric King coming to you, sir.
She doesn't have 6 ounce on her website.
And next for your viewing pleasure, this is an Anna Maria. You can tell by looking from a distance. And I think it's called Climbers, if I remember correctly. And I should remember because I bought some. Used it as a border. And it was cute. But I hated doing the corners because I was like, I tried to miter them. We won't talk about that. There was a lot of seam ripping happening, but that's okay. Yeah. This is from the Harmony collection. Carolyn Gavin for the Conservatory, which I believe is Anna Maria's conservatory. That's probably why I thought it was hers. And it's called Little Clever Climbers. And this is the wide or light colorway. And as you can see,
here's an answer
she
from
is striped.
Wikipedia.
Oh, my phone or my little watch thought I was talking to it. But let me pull this back so you can see. These are kind of metallic looking though. Like these things here have a little metallic to them. I think you can kind of see it there. But this is a newer fabric, so that's cool. And that's running now if anybody needs a yard.
I'm sending salad and strawberries and yogurt.
And then I can run another yard if anybody wants it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get those cut for you too. Thank you. Next. Ooh, this is cool. Very traditional though, but it looks like watercolors. Do you see how cool that is? And it's got these huge sunflowers. This is Moda Floribunda from the Something Project. And it's called Retro Harvest. I know it's upside down. And this quote says, "Every leaf speaks bliss to me, fluttering from the autumn tree." Emily Bronte. Designed for Moda. Let's see if it actually says for the Something Project. Flora by Moda. Oh, I found it. I'm sure you guys love seeing me fiddle with fabric. It's from the Create Project. But this, so like, here's the sunflower peeking out from the flowers. But on this repeat over here, look at that big old sunflower. Oh, fabric dust. Look how big that sunflower is, though. And this background looks like it's black. I thought it was blue, but I think it might be black. It's hard to tell. No, I think that's a navy blue, like a very dark blue. Um, Regardless, it's not pretty.
What's your name?
It's running now.
Braden. Okay. I'm Mindy. Nice to meet you. Did you graduate also?
Yeah, I graduated last Sunday.
Same
Oh.
as her?
Yeah, she graduated Friday.
Where'd you go to school?
Lawson.
Oh, Lawson. Okay. That's fine.
This is also
I
a
always welcome a strong guy.
Moda.
We'll have you take out the trash for us.
I don't think I have any canvas today. I try to sell it to you guys when I see it here because they usually don't have very much. I can ask one of the ladies to go look now that there's some ladies here today working. So this is, it's a Moda.
Where do you work?
I work at the community center, but I was just doing it for a garden.
It's a Moda. It's called Vintage by Sweetwater.
You know how to use a chainsaw yet?
I've used them before.
And so this guy is running if anybody needs to hear of it.
I'm looking for a grandson, you know.
There's a new young lady working in the shop, and her boyfriend is in here, so we're quizzing him because that's what we like to do. No Sweetwater, but it's Sweetwater. Who needs red? I think we had some of this earlier. So this is a dark red dots with a brighter red, and I forgot the name of this, but I know we saw this earlier. I know someone bought it earlier too. Was it a Zen chick or something? Ooh, I do have some more Sevenberry. This was called Dear Santa. That's kind of weird. I'm going to run this one, and then I'm going to ask someone else. Oh, was it this one you were asking about the last one? Is it navy or black? I think it's navy. Maggie, we did get you. Oops, sorry. Maggie, we got you for a yard of the red. Let me show you this one again. I'm having a terrible time with these windows. See, if I put the white paper next to it, it does look black, but to my eye, it is navy. And then the little pixels you see in it are a light blue. And I'll run it again in case you do want the navy, but I'm pretty sure that's navy. Oh, Jackson's Grammy. I got your picture. And I do believe we have matchy match for that. I'll have to walk over and get it. But in the meantime, Carol Jean, we got you for a yard of this one. And since I do have another yard, I'm going to go ahead and run it in case someone changed their mind. I do have wide backs. Oh, Maggie, got you for one. Are you looking for like solid? We can probably just walk over to the wide backs and look at them. This is the one that I would have bet money was Tula Pink. Does that not look like Tula Pink? And it's not. I think it's like brother sister design or something that I had no idea existed. Oh, Emma and Mila is the brand. And it's called Honeycomb Hot Chocolate. And I feel like this came out before Tula because it seems a little older. But this looks black on your screen. It is not. It's brown. That is so brown. And I don't know why it's trying to tell you it's black. It's lying to you. It's just flat out lying. Because it's brown. Brown, brown, brown. It's brown. But I'm going to run it in case anybody would like it. And you're going to get the whole piece. There's a little more than a yard there. Well, there might even be a yard and a half. Fabric King. There you go. And if you guys don't mind, I can walk over to the wide backs. And Carol Jean, you can take a look and see if there's anything there that strikes your fancy. Or anyone else for that matter. But wide backs are usually... Oh, how did I do this? Wide backs are the like Moda ones and stuff are 15, and then if there's like Free Spirit or some of the more expensive brands, um, those are usually 18. But we can go over there and look, and I'll cover my screen so that I don't make anyone sick. Oh, you can kind of still see what I'm doing there, but that's okay.
Okay, 222 for these. They showed online for $3.98. You want
$4.
$3.98?
Four.
Four?
Yeah, just round. Wide backs. Let's talk wide backs. So we've got some Ruby Star wide backs. Like here's the speckled line. And these are all newer, so it's going to be the speckle that has the little bit of speckle in them. That sounds terrible. I know some of the old ones didn't have the speckle; they were like more of a matte. Um, this black one here that you see that's got the little leaves on it, that's actually a 118. It's from Paintbrush Studio. It's a digitally printed. And then we have the new Anna Maria backing here. That one is 20 because it's brand new. Here's another speckled that's in the blue. This one hasn't even been opened. And it's a cheater on the back. It looks like a grandmother's flower garden. And it is a Riley Blake from Always in Season. Here's another Ruby Star from Flower Power, I think it was called. And then this is a 108 from Henry Glass called Willow Wood. Here's a Paintbrush 118. It's purple. They actually call it Equipose, but they're 15 as well, even though they are 118. So that's a good price on those. And then over here we have some more 108s. The Flower Garden one is 15. And here's some more. Most of these are going to be 15, except for this guy right here, because he's that new line from Cloud9. That's that fancy cotton, the organic cotton. Fabric King, did you want 3 of the favorite flower? This guy? And it looks like there might be just about 3 on there. 1, 2. Ooh, yeah. I think we got enough to do 1. Actually, I think you've done enough. I don't think I need to do a... We can just change the price. 15, 15, 30, 45. Nice. Okay, 3 yards of this lusciousness is running now. And sorry, I keep moving the camera. Mailman's here. Did anyone else see anything else? Let me go here on the other side. See if there's anything else you might be interested in. Vast majority of them, like I said, are 15. A few of them are 20 that are just the like Cloud9 brands and some of the different crazy high-end stuff. But like this is a 108 called Flow. And it's really pretty. If you've ever done the Create Joy project, which is the fabric we had that was like the watercolor, this matches it. Here's this guy. He's P&B. He's digitally printed. I used to have him on the website. This is Paintbrush. This is gorgeous, and it feels so good. It's called Cozy Cottage. The colorway is purple, and it's probably one of the best feeling fabrics I've ever had from them. It just feels better than the others. But we'll do, I mean, this one's 15, and like I said, it's a 108. Let me verify it's not a 118. It's a 108. If anyone likes that guy. And then we have this Dahlia. This is a batik. So it is a 108 batik backing called Dahlias. And these are 15. This guy's 20 because he's from the Morris and Company collection from Free Spirit. Here's another one of those digitally printed one from Paintbrush. This is a 118. Still just 15 a yard if you like him. Here's Thatched in 108. Another Thatched, same colorway. And then we have this guy. He is speckled. This one's black. The other one I showed you was blue. This is just a 108 Bella quilt back. So this is just, it's just a blue fabric. It's not any brand or anything or any line. Here's another Thatch. This is the one that matches the black I had earlier. Remember, I was like, I can't tell if it's black or blue. Well, in this window, it's so black. This is a Paintbrush Studio backing, and this is darling. It has little sailboats. I don't think I have any grunge. I did, but somebody bought them all. In 108s anyway. We have a whole grunge wall. If you're not looking for 108s. This is just another solid. This hasn't even been opened yet. I don't know. Some guy addicted to grunge. This is a Tulip Pink. If you need the best friends backing, this is a sateen. And normally I think these are like $28 or something, 26, some crazy amount. We can do it for 15 because we don't have much left and we could clear the bolt. So if anybody wants some of the best friends from the Besties line, it is a 108, and like I said, it is sateen. It's heavy. And then this one's, I believe, a P&B, and it's just got some cool pastels. And then we have the black stars. I'm going to cover this so that I don't make people sick. But if there was anything there that you saw, just let me know. 3 of the pastel. Sweet. 2 of the pastel. Pastel is running now. Carol Jean, you want to look at the navy speckles again? Yeah. And I'll show it to you again. If you don't love it, don't feel like you have to buy it just because you asked to see it again. So I had someone say, "Oh, I felt like I had to buy it because you showed it to me again," and I'm like, "No, that's not how it works." So this is the navy one, and these are kind of different shades of blue in there. And I'll go ahead and run the 3 yards for 45. And if you decide you want them, grab them. And if you don't, it is okay with me. I want to make sure you get what you want. And keep in mind these are 108, so the weight's a little heavy on them. So if you see crazy shipping, hopefully you've already reached the cap. So shipping's on me, but 3 yards of this one is running if you decide you'd like to have it. Carol Jean, it's yours. And I hope if you had coupons, you remember to use them. And honestly, if there's anything else I can show you guys, oh, we were looking for matching fabric. Oh, I think those are all on the. This is just some of the items that are in the quilt shop. But I was looking for matching fabric that Jackson's Grammy got last week. Was it this one? It looks like it, but I'm not sure that was it. I need to go pull up the picture again. I don't even know if Jackson's Grammy is still here. And here's all some AGF that we have. So if you guys see anything there, I'm happy to run it. Oh, yeah. I think that it's like a whole nother sport to strategically use your coupons. But you do get a coupon at each level. So I think you might have just earned another coupon from that purchase. So now you're going to need to buy more. I think this was the one she was looking for, but it doesn't look like she's still in the room. So we'll just pick pretties. Oh, let me show you the Figo. Ooh, Figo. So this is a new line from Figo that's got like this really cool like peacock vibe. And I know I've shown it on here before, but I don't want anyone to sleep on it because it's so pretty. But like here they all are together. And I just think they're gorgeous. Now, of course, we do have to run these for a little more because they're new and they're Figo and blah, blah. But my old lady bones just let me sit on the floor and it was awkward. But I'm going to go ahead and run these just because I'm here in front of them. Because look at this guy. Gorgeous. So gorgeous. So let's just start with this one. It's Wild Abandon, in case you guys want to Google it and look it up. And I need to reset the weight on here because I had it set for 108. So give me uno momento. And we'll see if anybody wants to grab some of these in the meantime. So we'll start with this guy. Well, in Tano, we have yards for just 9. Tina, welcome. And I'm going to run another yard in case somebody wants it. And then we'll move to the next. And our goal will be for Tina to get the whole line. That's our goal. Let's see if she plays along with McFantasy. So this is the same print you just saw. It's just in a different colorway. And it's got more of a green background to it than the other one did. So that guy's running. If anybody needs this colorway, Tina's making dreams come true. It's a great line. We've actually sold a fair amount of it. Here's another one from it. So it's called Wild Abandon, just to remind you. And this is the one that's got see the flowers are tossed. So some are upside down, some are right side up. Just great colors in this. And we'll run that. Nice. It's like Tina won the auction. Tina's the only one in the auction. This is, I think they're calling this like their blender of the line. So it's like a tannish background, and then it's got like these bronze feathers in it. And it doesn't tell me the name of it on the in cap thing, but nice. Tina, you're gonna make something fabulous. And now the piece de resistance. Look at those. Look at those guys. Trying to make it so you can actually see their beautiful peacock feathers going down the side. It's so cute. And I can't hold it and hold the phone, and I'm a mess. But if you guys need this one of the gigantic peacocks, And then we have this one, and I'm going to put it here and set it on top of the other ones that Tina already got so I could really tempt her because it all matches perfectly. But we'll run this one in case anybody needs it. Did I not? I thought I did, but I can go back and do it. Sometimes I think I push the button and I don't push hard enough or whatever. So here's the peacock. Oh, that was a headless peacock. Here's one with a head. It's running again. And then it looks like we've got one more from the line. It's a matchy match, but it's not. So this one, this colorway, is this fabric in a different color. And I could put it with a stack. It's not as perfectly matched, but it actually looks better than I thought it was going to. But it's just a different colorway of the background. Oh my gosh, Maggie, I was so excited about Tina that I forgot there were other people. I'm so rude. Yes, ma'am, I will go back and run them each again. That was silly. I get so excited when people win a whole line. So I'm going to go this backward. How's that? I'm going to run this one again. Okay.
Make it the 35?
Yeah. Make sure that it's not like one less fat quarter or something in it. Because I've known to do that too. Here's another peacock. We'll run this one. Tina, I know you already have it, but I was rude and didn't follow the no quilter left behind theory. I just ran through them like a crazy person. There's this guy. We're gonna run it again. So if anybody needs this colorway, I am. I need a nap. It's like almost 4 o'clock. If anyone needs this colorway or this print, it's actually not a colorway. And of course, Maggie, the one you want is at the very, very bottom. Carolyn Wall. I think this is your first purchase. Did it pop up? Welcome to my madness. Since Carolyn grabbed that, I'm going to run another one just in case someone else wants it. Oh, girl, you want two? You're after my own heart, ma'am. And just because Carolyn did that, guess who's running it again? I am. We're testing Maggie's patience. You got 3. If you want these cut into yard pieces, let me know. If not, they will come all on one cut. I never have anyone tell me they want it cut into yards, but you just never know. So we got 3 yards for Carolyn, 1 yard for Miss Tina. And here's the more colorful of the peacock eyes. And it looks like there's only, since Tina got a yard, it looks like there's only another yard left. So I'm only going to get to run this one more time, and then this boat will be done. If anybody wants this one. You haven't changed your name, have you? I swear it just popped up and said new buyer. I don't. Sometimes this thing gets me. Yeah, Fabric King likes to challenge my packing skills. I think I do okay. Especially with the 108s. Those things are big. So this one's running the one that's just the pink with the kind of yellowish here. And keep in mind, just like every week, you guys pay your capped shipping. And if it takes me 2 extra boxes to get your stuff in it, I cover that for you. So it's just my way of saying thank you for buying so much. Because I couldn't do this without you. I'm going to run another yard of this magical... No, wait, am I? Yes, there is some of this one. I about got myself in over my head on that one. My life seems to consist of being grateful and making mistakes. Oh, Caroline, did you get that one? That's 2 yards for you. And this one, there's a fair amount, so I think we're good. Run it again in case anyone else needs it. Maggie, did I get one of these? for you? I don't think I did. I'm going to run it again just to make sure I didn't miss you. I know you wanted the brown one, this one, but I'm going to go ahead and run this one again just to make sure you didn't want some. And finally, this one. Oh, Carolyn, we got you for a yard of that one, and then we're going to run another yard. Maggie, you ended up with that one. And it looks like there's plenty on this bolt, so I'm going to go ahead and run it again in case anyone else wants it or one of you ladies want another yard. Carolyn, I knew I could count on you. Oh, you unlocked another coupon. She's running again. Let me check something here. I'm sorry, I keep... Oh, I got it. Maggie got you for a yard. Okay. Let me see if I can read my own handwriting. So Maggie, it looks like I got you for 2. Is that correct, I think? 101 and 103. And then Carolyn got in there on 102. I think I got those right. I'll have to go back and verify. Anybody need anything in particular that I might be able to find for you? If not, we're going to jump into some, I don't know, Moda? Oh, that's funny. You're funny. Ooh, you say Tula? I don't have a ton of Tula, but I know we have some. And I think I just found some more backing, so I lied to you about that earlier. And of course, look at that. That is a Tula Pink Hexie 108. That guy is 20 a yard, I think. This is an AGF 108. I want to say there was one here that had like the peacock. Like it was a backing made for that one. No, I'm thinking of the other lady, the Anna Maria lady. This is a backing, but I noticed somebody wrote damage on it, so we probably should stay away from that one. Someone said nautical. I had that nautical backing with the sailboats on it. And then we should have some nautical... Oh. This isn't really nautical, it's more seashore. But that's adorable. Look at that fabric. It's AGF. It's a line called Coastline. Not nautical, but not nautical. And I'm going to see if we have some more from Coastline. Maybe we do. We've been doing some rearranging, so we might not have things all together. Like collections sometimes get mixed up when we're moving stuff. I don't see another one. But I rerun this guy. Sorry, Caroline. But that's running. Okay, we got your yard. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and run it again. See if anybody else wants some. For Georgia, and you can see it's a new bolt. It still has little strips on it. So we have plenty if anybody else wants a yard. Yay, Bella! No quilter left behind. See, now I'm back to my... Let me set this down. And you wanted to see the AGF 108. The line is called Coastline, so it's actually a fabric that... It's a backing fabric that matches this one that you guys just picked up. And hold on just a second and let me... get my stuff together. Okay, the AGF. So this is Coastline 108. It's got like palm fronds on it and it's pink. And I don't know if you can see it. Look at it with that fabric. Oh, I don't know if AGS is 15 or 20. Let me check. Ooh, it's supposed to be... Let's go down the middle. Let's do 18. That way I don't get in trouble either way. Oh, now you're going to make me do math. Check my math. Is 54 correct? Okay, good. That's what I came up with too. 54, you will get 3 yards, sir. And that should be running now. And hopefully you also have a coupon. And just in case someone else wants a 3-yard cut of it, I'm going to go ahead and run it that way. Since I have it out, you might as well see if anyone else wants it. Oh, yeah, I forgot about you and your... but this is running as another 3-yard cut in case anybody wants it. And then let me set all of this to the side so we know We know it's part of our cutting.
Well, that quarter bundle of AGF, 35,
Sure.
42, it's 12. 36. That's $3 a pound. Better be 42.
Well, whatever the other 12s are, just go with that.
They're 35.
Do it. Okay. I know, new season does come through. This guy, you want 3 of that? We'll go ahead and do that one for the same. We'll do it for the 54. Because that kind of, right? I think it's supposed to be 20. We'll just run it 3-yard cut. 3-yard cut, Tula Pink. I forgot what it's called. Hexy Rainbow. True Colors. Oh, I'm sorry. Rainbow Hexy and Peacock.
Okay.
It doesn't match the peacock fabric earlier, by the way. It's just called that. Okay, Tina, we got you for 3 yards with that one. And then I'm going to run another 3 yards in case anybody wants it. And same price, obviously. How much is on here? It says it's 12. Fabric Lover. Hey, put that back.
Cutting it. I got a customer.
You can't. I got to run it again. She's trying to take it from us, y'all. I'm going to run a third 3-yard cut in case anybody wants it. Oh, it's prettier out of the bag.
It always is.
Okay, we got 2 of you for it. 2 3-yard cuts, please, ma'am.
Got it.
I got help cutting today. It's fabulous. I also had somebody say earlier about Sevenberry, and I found 3 of them.
I have one over here, too.
Oh, you do? I have this one
One of the fish. The koi fish.
and this one. And these are the same. They're just like, I mean, I don't have the same amount of each, but they're like the same pattern. And then I have this guy that's like a blue. And I thought those were so pretty together. Giggles. I don't know if any, I like them. I think they're so pretty. But I'm gonna go ahead and run these guys if anybody wants them. They are a little lighter than regular fabric because they are the Sevenberry from Australia, not the ones from Robert Kaufman. So they're made a little differently. They are more um, like a tan. I think it's called Tana cotton that like Liberty Fabric has. It's a little more like that. But let me check this because I think I have the wrong price and weight in here. But if you do like the Sevenberry feel of the fabric, this is a great deal. And lovely fabric is my friend. So this one's running now if anybody wants a yard of it. Like I said, it is the Sevenberry. It came from Fern Textiles in Australia. Deb, you want 2 of the one that I'm showing right now? Just to make sure I've got it together. Ask and you shall receive. She's running now. Can you guys hear that? Your fabric's being cut. Oh, that's funny. And then here's the blue version of the one that we just had. And I'm going to make sure I have that set right. And so that guy's running. If anybody wants the blue, it's just the blue background as opposed to the white background that you saw earlier. 2 as well, of course. Give me just a second to make my magic happen. There you go. 2 yards running now. Now? How about now? Is it running now? Boom. Done. And then this guy. These flowers are so stinking cute and delicate. I think she's beating your fabric now. You'll probably get much straighter cuts now that I'm not cutting it today. A yard of this 7-berry is running. Carolyn Wall. And then I'm going to run another one in case anyone else wants more, or Carolyn wants more. I don't discriminate. It is, and it feels really good. I only do this so I can touch fabric. Michael Astu. Welcome. You unlocked bronze. That means you have a coupon, so you can't go away till you spend it. Oh, Michaela. Okay. I tried to make you a little more dramatic, but that's fine. Okay, Bella, we got you for a yard, and then we're going to do it again. Michaela, for the win. Oh, I just ran it again. So I hope if you guys wanted it, you're still... Oh, gosh. Oh, Michaela, I got you for 3. I hope that's correct. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, we have enough. One more time. No quilter left behind. 3 for Carolyn. See? We're going to have to tell Whatnot the coupons work. That's all I'm saying. Are you guys digging the 7-berry? Because we have some more. But it's not... I don't know, it's more novelty. Like this one. And this one. So this one, I know someone said canvas earlier. I think it was Fabric King, but it's like a lightweight canvas. But if you look closely, you can see like the little canvas ridges in it. That makes me feel like it's canvas, but it's such a light. Like this could easily be cut into blocks and made into a quilt. But I feel like it's just a little heavier. And then if you really want to get funky, penguins. And then there's some koi fish under here too that are fabulous. Well, I'll start with the bears, and then we'll do the kitties, since I'm staring at the bears. The bears are also that very lightweight canvasy feel too, and you can tell on the selvage that it's the seven berry made in Japan. Um, these are funny. He's riding a bicycle. I need a nap. I'm getting weird. If anyone wants this guy, he's running. Or if you're fabricking, you'll just go ahead and get 3 and make it easier on me. Thanks. 9 times 2 is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's 27. You're going to challenge me in my box packing today. It's going to be fun. 3 yards running now. Okay, fabricking. 3 yards coming your way. And someone said kitties, so we'll do those next. I'm fascinated with Housekeeping Kitty. Did you guys see Housekeeping Kitty? I'm going to turn it over so they're the right way. Look at Housekeeping Kitty. That's fabulous. I'm just going to run it 1 yard. If anybody wants multiple, let me know. I think this would be a darling bag. Okay, running again if anyone needs it. Have I made anybody sick yet? And again. The eyes of the Siamese kitty. Okay, let me get those marked. And who's ready for... I think those are those Russian dolls, but it's literally a dude. I bet they have a name.
Russian stacking dog.
I think they're Russian stacking dogs, but instead of being like the little lady, that's usually like a little lady stacked, it's like a dude with a mustache. They are not, this is not canvas, this is straight fabric. It doesn't have that, the other ones I showed you had that, you could see the heavier weight to it. Like, see this one, you can kind of see the heavier weight in the lines. You can see it. Yeah, this weave is just more of a, it's just a fabric weave. But we'll run this guy in case anyone wants the weird guy's face. Oh, yeah. I'll do the penguins next. See, he has a name. Mindy's looking it up like a champ. She's going to be my, I'm going to go on like Fox News and you're going to be my fact checker. Stands behind me and yells, "Stop lying, Amy!" Because sometimes I don't mean to, but it happens. Penguins. We'll go ahead and do the 2 yard cut first so I can get that off of my brain.
This 1 yard?
Yes. And that one seems like 1 and 1. Fabric King, got you for 2, of course. And then if anybody else just wants a yard, that's running now. Fabric King, did you already make something with this? Florida, Georgia got you for a yard. That was fast, man. Fabric lover. And another yard running. I think those are mohawks. Okay, I'm done. I'll quit looking at them. I'll quit looking at it for my own amusement. And then we have two of the koi fish. So one has a black background and one has a white background. And these are the ones that are more fabric, like they're lighter weight fabric. You know, they're not the heavier one that I had a little earlier. But this one is koi fish, black, red, white, blue. And this one has a black background, and the fish are kind of an off-white, blue, and red. So if anybody wants one with the white background, we'll run it first.
You're doing seven-berry?
Yes.
I have the seven-berry koi fish too. With the blue, dark blue background.
Caroline, we got you for a yard of the white background. I'm going to run it again. I'll set it here so you guys can actually see the length of the... Can you see the length? Can you see the length? Yes, we can see it better that way. Carolyn, I think you got 126 and 127, so let's run 128. Oh, Bella, we got you for that one. And another yard running now. And then we'll do the black one. And here's the black one. You can see down the whole thing and see the length of it. Ooh, that's close. But you guys saw it. This is the one with the black background, so we're going to go ahead and get that one started. Carolyn, yes, you did. You did get 2 yards of the white. And Florida, Georgia, you got 1 yard of the black. And another yard is running now. And that one went to Bella. And running a third if anyone needs it. Okay, I think that does it for the 7 berries. Oh. No, I need to get you some better markers too. You're gonna die trying to color all that in. Hold on, our young lady is painting the window. Oh! Look, she's like doing a little person on the window. that's going to be like holding a quilt. She's a little artistic thing. We adore her. The cool sheet you make. Oh yeah, fabricking. You should do that. You've had shows. I've been to your shows. You got thumbs up. Um, it is 4 o'clock, guys. I don't know. Is there anything else I can grab for you before we go? So we got a little bit of cutting to do today. Hopefully not too much since we sold a lot of the flat folds. But we may just call it a day. Wilmington. We don't have a lot of Wilmington. And I'm pretty sure. So there's a little bin down here that has a lot of Wilmington. And I think they're all like, that's not Wilmington. I think they're all like pre-cut. I thought these were Wilmington. I don't think they are. Here's a Wilmington, but it's purple. I don't see one. But these are all fabric palette, fabric editions. I really thought these were Wilmington in here, but I was wrong. Ooh. Oh, could that be it? Let's look. It's not? Okay. I don't even know if it's a Wilmington. It is. Yeah, it is a Wilmington if anybody likes it. It is a 2-yard. Well, I dug it out, so let's just sell it. And I'm going to leave the price in there. You are going to get 2 yards. 2 yards. Go. And it is actually nice. It feels good. Okay. Fabric Lover, coming to you. And with that, since I'm getting tired and maybe a little cranky.
Yeah, not you.
It's like a comedy show over here. I'm going to go ahead and close it down. So we'll get this to you, Fabric Lover. And I'd like to thank everyone for joining our show today. I appreciate everything. And we'll see you next week. We'll be back. Hopefully I'll have some more ribbons and the ribbons will be ready where I can actually get to them and sell them because I like ribbons.
You have this koi fish too.
Oh, hey guys, just found another koi fish. I'm gonna run it so that you guys can see it because I didn't have it. Someone bought some earlier, so they had it behind the counter. But this is another 7-berry koi fish, and this one is a black background. This is actually black. For some reason, it's showing blue. That's odd. Do we need some white? Really? Do you think that's a navy blue?
I do.
Yeah. Let's see up here. See, he's black, but that's blue. This guy's black. That's where I was getting thrown off.
Yeah, but I think
that's blue.
The background.
Yeah, but that's blue.
That one's blue.
So I didn't see this one earlier because someone had bought some, so it was behind the cutting counter, but it's out now. 2 yards. We'll just go ahead and do the 2, and then I'll run single yards for those of you who just want 1 yard. But this is a good one. It's kind of the blue and black together.
In a beginning, seamstress bought that today.
She did. She seemed very sweet. I was back here chatting with you guys while they were helping her. Okay. Do any of you use the little electric scissors when you cut things? I don't know if you do, but that's probably what you heard. And I think they're cool.
I love them.
Okay, let's run a yard of the koi fish in blue with the black background, if anybody would like it. I'm glad you found this.
with the sticker.
Bella, we got you for a yard. I'm going to run another yard.
I had one. I know I had 2 1 yards, but where'd the other sticker go?
Oh, they always stick to stuff, and you have to like watch them. Okay, got it. With that said, thank you again.
And that one's fine.
And everybody have a great rest of your weekend and a long holiday weekend. Everybody stay safe. And I hope we will see you next week. All right, everybody. Oh, I did set up, I should have told you this earlier. I think I set up that you could do in-person pickup for those of you who are close to Excelsior Springs, Missouri. I don't think any of you did it today, but in the future, it could save you some shipping. And if you do want to just come to the shop and check it out, that's a good excuse to pick up your order. But
Good reason to shop.
I'm going to go ahead. So my friends at Whatnot are recommending Potter Catherine, if any of you know that person. So we're going to go raid Potter Catherine because it says it's quilting, sewing, and fabric, so we can keep up our addiction. All right, everybody have a nice long weekend, and we will see you next week.